Welcome to Cal-Tenn. Today's video is going to be about making the walls in this office not so plain. I want to start by hanging this up. Now granted, I think this would look great just hanging up on the wall, but I think it would look better if we built something to mount it up onto. So how about we head out to the garage and see what we can come up with. We got the flag out here in the garage. First thing we need to do is figure out how big it is, so we know how big the backdrop we want to build to put it on needs to be. So we got a tape measure here, and just a rough measurement, doesn't have to be exact at all. We're going to go with 23 inches by 13 and a half, we'll call it 14 inches. Make sure you write that down. Now we can start figuring out how we're going to build this backdrop. The wood I'm going to be using today is reclaimed pallet wood. I like reclaimed pallet wood. I think it looks neat. It's free, which is probably the best benefit of all, and I've got a ton of it. So I'm going to cut these to length, and we're going to kind of offset them and stagger them. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and get this wood cut so we can start laying it out and making it look like something. I want the wood to kind of lay out something like this. I don't know how well you can make it out in the video, but I'm also on a step stool and this angle is hard to shoot, so bear with me. Next thing we need to do is we need to turn our hat around because it's hot, and when it gets hot you turn your hat around. That's just what you do. Now we're going to knock these boards down with a little 100 grit sandpaper. Really just want to take the dirt off of it. We'll try to get through this quick. I may have forgot to tell you to put the mask on. Put your dust mask on. Alright. So I only sand them a little bit. I just knocked the dirt off like I said. That's up to you. If you want to sand them more to make them look nice. I kind of like that rough, rugged, junk, reclaimed wood look. So if that's something you don't like and you want it nice and smooth and perfect, have at it. Sand away. That's just not for me. Now we're going to get these boards laid out. And I'm going to figure out if I want to put any stain on them or if I just want to seal them the way they are, and we'll go from there. While you guys were off doing whatever you were doing, I decided I do want to stain this. I'm going to stain it a weathered oak. Give your stain a little shake. It can separate in there if it's been sitting for a while. Get you one of these handy dandy paint can opening tools or a flathead screwdriver. And a rag. Now, I'm not going to go through and do a thorough job, but I do want to add just a little bit of color to this pallet wood. So we're going to do a light stain of everything. Going to leave the color of this last one. I really like the color of that wood. I'm going to leave it alone and put a clear coat on top of it whenever the rest of these dry. Don't forget to close up your can of stain. Nobody wants to deal with a brand new can of stain that is dried out. Wear gloves. self-explanatory. We will let this stuff dry and we'll come back to it when it's dry. Back out here, that first coat of stain is dry. I've got them laid out roughly how I want them. I'm going to go ahead and mark some spots where I am going to use the Craig jig, which is this little guy. So that Craig jig drills a nice little pocket hole, and I don't know how well you can see that, but I've got one going either direction so that you can mount this wood together, fasten it together, and not have to show any hardware. So that's what we're going to do next. Now we just need a way to mount the flag to the backdrop we built. I've got these standoffs here, sign standoffs. Where you'll screw the base into the wood and sandwich the flag in between it, so it'll stand up off the wood. That's not safe. Safety first, or fourth, or third. Definitely not second.